spiritual, most crowded, and most ununderstandable place for me. And is it even worth it to come in 2025 to Bali? Now your turn. Remember, Bali, it's not endless rules like Europe. The first one is Canggu, second one is Uluwatu, and the third most spiritual one is Ubud.
But only different vibe of location between Canggu and Uluwatu.
Whatever, Ubud is the most spiritual place I ever been in my life. I visited more than 55 countries. Wherever you're planning to come to Bali as a digital nomad, as a tourist, regular tourist, or maybe you're planning to invest and stay a little bit longer in Bali, in today's episode we will show you the advantages, disadvantages, where to stay, how much you have to pay, and is it even worth it to come in 2025 to Bali?
I'm living in Bali for the last 20 years, since 2004. And I met my husband last 4 years ago. We are together, and basically in Bali that I know the island in this business villa investment quite well, where you can stay, where you can invest, what you can do in Bali as Indonesian, that I know and I can discover more in Bali as other foreigners.
But before we dive into the life of Bali, remember, Bali, it's not endless rules like Europe. Bali, it's not crazy decisions like Trump or other European authorities. Bali is a place where you live according to nature rules, not the rules some stupid dictators or presidents who are just trying to put you in a cage. So if you're still interested, stay tuned, because the movie just gets started.
I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Bali you can divide on the kind of three regions. The first one is Canggu, second one is Uluwatu, and the third most spiritual one is Ubud. Let's start from Canggu, where the most digital nomads and long-time staying people are heading to. Canggu is a place that we don't have a nice wide beach, but we have a lot of infrastructure, like nice clubs. We have a lot of extraordinary beach clubs also in Canggu area. Canggu area is also a very good place to invest because it's a lot of development here. Canggu is also a place where we basically investing our own cash to build the villas and to attract people to invest as well. But there are also two different locations in Bali which are interesting, for example, to go there just to visit for 2 or 3 days. Canggu gives you also an opportunity to meet a lot of business people, sports guy, because Canggu is all about the networking and sports. But we also together having some investment in Uluwatu, which Uluwatu is one also of the places you have to go. So basically for us doesn't matter Uluwatu or Canggu, because as a developer, my wife the developer, we have investment here or there. So now let my wife tell you something about beautiful Uluwatu.
As what my husband said,
It's me, still me.
that we have also some project investment in Uluwatu, which is the place is 5 minutes, 7 minutes from Melasti Beach, and the location is really convenient to going to the beach. Only thing, chill place, that's true. Only thing is kind of a little bit far from the restaurant, but there is also many beach club there, which is less infrastructure than in Canggu, but only different vibe of location between Canggu and Uluwatu. Just decide what you prefer it. Also, Uluwatu, the other side of the thing is they have really nice beach with the white sand, and there's also a lot of temple on the rock. It's more aesthetic compared in Canggu. Actually, there's also really nice place to do surfing. There's majority people who come to Uluwatu like few days. That will be just only for serving and also for and spiritual, because there is many mother temple which is already many years that's built on a rock that is nowhere else in Bali you can find it except in Uluwatu or another place, but majority are in Uluwatu. That's kind of the difference between Canggu and Uluwatu. There is a really nice place. Cannot say nothing about the beach. Come on, if you Google it on Melasti Beach, you can see what's going on over there.
Before we jump to the cost of living in Bali and the most spiritual part of the Bali, which is Ubud, I just want to remind you that now on the screen you see our webpage, and you can go to this webpage, contact with us if you're interested about not only investing, but you want to go to Bali just for a trip or something, and you have any questions. We're not selling ebooks, we're not selling any payment fees. No, we're doing this because we believe what we give, that we get. So if you have any questions, also investing, but any other questions, feel free to contact with us on the email, the webpage, our webpage you can find here. And now we're jumping to most spiritual, most crowded, and most ununderstandable place for me.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Ubud, yeah?
Yep.
I don't understand this place. Seriously, I don't understand the point to say that Ubud is wow. You understand that?
Never had the feeling.
Exactly. No one have a feeling about Ubud is wow. But if you talk with anyone who was never been in Bali, you go to Bali to what? To see Ubud. But there is a monkey forest. Okay, it's beautiful. My daughter loved it 2 years ago. I was like a little bit disappointed. There is a forest, which is also
More
here.
spiritual.
Okay.
Yoga.
Yoga place. We have yoga place, awesome yoga place in Canggu, in Uluwatu as well. And Uluwatu does not have a beach. So you
What
go,
Uluwatu?
Ubud, sorry, Ubud. So you go to Bali from United States and you're staying in Ubud without beachfront hotel, for example, or villa 5 minutes from the beach. Okay, wherever. I'm always mixing. Wherever. Ubud is the most spiritual place I ever been in my life. I visited more than 55 countries, and literally Uluwatu, come back. Ubud is the place for the spiritual things. Actually, few days ago, we've been in one temple. You can find the video from our trip to temple right here, and it was really mystical. On the beginning, when you start, especially me as a pessimist, but deeper you go to the temple, the bigger fountain, bigger waterfalls you see, then my wife get the goosebumps, then I get, and you kind of feel it that something is there. To be honest,
Spiritual is alive.
spirits are alive there. This is really awesome to go there, but to spend there a week or two, for me, it's a useless waste of time, seriously. But nevertheless, beautiful rice terrace, beautiful sky swings, beautiful jungle, beautiful temples. Of course, Ubud is worth it to go there for 3 days, maximum 4 days, including the jet lag. So you come from the US or London and it's your first time in Bali, go to Ubud, you suffer the jet lag, and then you will see the real life of Bali, which unfortunately costs some cash. And now we dive into the costs.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Regarding about the cost we're talking about, for renting a bike, like standard bike, costs like 100 until 120 US dollar a month. And for the shopping, a bread, pack of bread, kind of, $2-3, which is can stay for 4-5 days. And fruit, in average, like $1 until $2 max a kilo. And the living cost, electric is like $80 until $100 a month, depend on the electric use. And if you want to rent apartment with 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, approximately is like $2,000 to $2,500, something like that, depend on the facility and how big the villas you will rent it. And also basically there's also can rent a guest house like a sharing pool and everything. That will be way cheaper, like $300-400 a month. So depend your choice what kind of living you want to choose. And also when you have a bike, you still have to fill in the petrol. That is cost $1 or $1.5 per liter. And also Bali life, this is not only about exploring about a party or other things, but there is also sport. There is many tourists who come here exactly just for sporting, especially like paddle or bodybuilder, whatever call it, cycling or name it. With paddle is like 1 hour costs 150,000, is like $10 per 1.5 hour, which is good price.
Yeah, but Bali is not only about the paddle, which is very popular here, really. The paddle courts are literally growing like the mushrooms after the rain. But Bali is also about the diving, snorkeling. We have beautiful diving spots like Manta Point, like Nusa Penida Island. You have a lot of things to see under the water. So you can dive, you can snorkeling, you can play paddle, you can play tennis, yeah? We love tennis as well. So this is what those things you can do in Bali. But since you're already in Indonesia, you should consider also to visit other islands which are literally very close. Basically soon we're planning, after we come back from Europe, we're planning to visit maybe Komodo, Flores, maybe Raja Ampat. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because next videos can be done from different islands or different remote locations in Indonesia. But if you're planning to go right now, before you see our future video, my advice, go to Flores, go to Raja Ampat. Anything else?
Lembongan.
Nusa Lembongan, also beautiful place. So 2 weeks in Bali and then see something else except Bali. Don't go to Jakarta. It's crazy, crowded, polluted city. I'm not recommending anyone to go there. If you don't have to, don't go. Useless and waste of cash and time. So on the end, if this movie was helpful for you, leave the comment, subscribe the video, and see you next week.